Greetings and good day all. Just that, this is Cheryl Phoenix here talking about the Black Child's Agenda. I'm live in London, sitting in traffic on the North Circular Road. It's been bothering me, a lot has been bothering me over the past few days or weeks, months, years with regards to particularly Sunday's news article. I don't know if you've got it, but go and get yourselves a copy or Google it online, of the Daily Telegraph that David Cameron actually put out there about black men more than likely to end up in jail than in university, college, etc. Well, of course there is, Mr. Cameron. This is directly to you. If you have an education system that racially profiles and discriminates black children and are excluding them at a rate faster than anything I've ever seen in my life. We've been in this country from since the 50s and 60s en masse. I know we've been here earlier than that, but the way how we're treated in your education system is diabolical. The way how our children are treated in your education system is diabolical. The fact of the matter that you have young black boys who do not do as bad as some children or as much as teachers would expect, who do quite well, but yet are permanently excluded or pushed into pupil referral units. We've got children who are beaten up regularly in schools. Nothing happens, but they are the ones who are the victims, but are the ones who tend to be the ones excluded from schools. I've got cases of children locked in classrooms. Why? Why are they locked in classrooms? Why is no one actually doing or saying anything about this? Why is it that a black boy is 168 times more likely to be permanently excluded from school for minor infractions than anybody else? Of course there's a direct reflection on this. And also the fact that they end up not going to college and university, end up in the prison system, end up in pupil referral units, end up filling up mental health systems. Why do you not see that there's a problem with your system? Do you not see that there is actually a problem with the education being given to these children? Do you not see that if you're teaching a young person if you're teaching a young person that they've never contributed anything to society, that only black people have ever contributed is being slaves, have not got no history, that has a direct reflect on how they behave in your classrooms? If you're not allowing children to get lunch in some instances, that doesn't have a direct reflection on their ability to actually concentrate during the day. If you have children in schools who are being beaten up by other students regardless of colour or race, and the black child is the only one who is actually penalised for this, then yes, there is a system, and yes, there is a reason why black men are not filling up colleges and universities. The thing is that institutional racism is a problem in the UK. We keep talking about this being a tolerant society. You tolerate me for being here. Is that right? You tolerate me. So that means you don't really want me here, but you tolerate me. As soon as we put our head above the parapet and say that there's an issue with racism, and say that there's an issue with discrimination, and say that there's an issue with police brutality, and say that there's an issue with the fact that we're treated differently even in the medical systems, even in doctor surgeries and all of those places, but yet we're ignored and told we've got a chip on our shoulder. So yes, there is a reason institutionally why someone's obviously just been killed on the North Circular Road. RIP to them and their family. Oh, and there's a young girl there as well. There is a problem. I'm just being distracted. There's a problem. There's a very big problem. And like, you've got the Labour MP David Lammy who's going to do an investigation on this. Really, I think what you need to do is actually speak to these parents. I have a case of over 1,000 parents who are facing troubles and traumatizing every day, where children are left in classrooms all day. Falsified statements are written that children are forced to sign with the fear of being permanently excluded. This is the reality of parents in the UK. This is the reality of particularly black parents. I've had parents, a white parent who has a mixed race child, not just one, several, who say, why do you only focus on black children? Well, I'll tell you why. Because I'm a black mother of black sons, and on top of that, it's a problem with regards to the black community. Is it saying, are we trying to then there say that all black children are wrong? Are we trying to say that then that all black children, there's something wrong with them? Or is there something systematic? This is not just London. This is Birmingham, Bristol, Leeds, Manchester. This is all over the UK. There's something wrong with the system. Something needs to change in the system, because right now our boys are filling up mental health institutions, prisons, etc., etc., and they're not getting the support that they need. Most of our children, when they do go to school, are level 5s and 6s. They are probably the brightest children in there. Why is it that by the age of 11 and 12 they're ending up with no school place? They're ending up in PRUs on such a huge number. That's a problem. So what I say to you, David Cameron, you have to look at the system that you have constructed and you have benefited from and actually do something to change it. So you will be hearing from us. You will be hearing from our parents. I'm done with today. Thank you very much.